Operating computer system using GUI based operating system. Introduction. In the previous chapter, the user has learned about the characteristics of a computer system and its components. User has also learned about system software and application software. In the current chapter, the user will learn about a very important system software, viz. Operating system. We will use Windows to explain various aspects of an operating system. Microsoft has produced a number of operating systems. Windows XP, Windows Vista, Windows 7, Windows 8.1 are some of them. We have selected Windows 7 for reference. Basics of operating system. An operating system, a program that acts as an intermediary between the user of computer system and computer system hardware. Provides an environment in which user can execute programs in a convenient and efficient manner. It is the first program loaded into the computer system's memory after the computer system is switched on. Examples: Windows, Linux, Unix, Mac OS, etc. What is an operating system? The operating system is an important component of the computer system because it sets the standards for the application programs that run on it. All programs must be written to talk to the operating system. Various functions of operating system: memory management, processor management, device management, and file management. Types of operating systems. Single user operating systems. These operating systems allow only one user to work on a computer system at a time. Example: MS-DOS. Multi-user operating system. These operating systems allow more than one user to work on the computer system at the same time. These operating systems allocate memory in such a way that different users can work simultaneously without disturbing each other. They also allocate the processing time in such a way that every user gets a very quick response from the machine. These are also known as time-sharing operating system. Example: Unix, VMS, Virtual Memory System, and mainframe operating systems. Examples of operating systems are Operating System 2, OS2. It was developed by IBM. Windows Vista, Windows 7, Windows 8.1, Windows Phone 8.1, Windows Server 2012 R2. These are developed by Microsoft. FreeBSD, Linux, Minix. These are all popular open source operating systems. Basics of popular operating systems: Windows and Linux. Windows and Linux both have a user-friendly graphical user interface, GUI. GUI includes such things as pull-down menus, buttons, scroll bars, iconic images, and wizards. They allow users to interact with the programs without having to type the commands from the keyboard. Users can use pointing devices like mouse to perform specific tasks on computer system. Linux. Linux is a multitasking, multi-user operating system. It means that many people can run many different applications on one computer system at the same time. Linux is a generic term referring to Unix-like computer operating systems based on the Linux kernel. Their development is one of the most prominent examples of free and open source software collaboration. Typically, all the underlying source code can be used, freely modified, and redistributed both commercially and non-commercially. Linux is predominantly known for its use in servers, although it can be installed on a wide variety of computer system hardware. Linux distributions installed both on desktop and laptop computer systems have become increasingly commonplace in recent years. The name Linux comes from the Linux kernel, originally written in 1991 by Linus Torvalds. Microsoft Windows. Windows operating system is GUI based and can be used on desktop computer systems. Its interface has following properties. Title bar. Located at the top of the window, the title bar contains the name of the program you are working with, and in some cases, the name of the opened document also appears. Window management buttons. Located at the right end of the title bar. Minimize button. The users click the minimize button to collapse the window into a button on the window taskbar called minimizing the window. Restore button. When the window fills the entire screen, the user clicks the restore button so that the window occupies only a part of the screen called reducing the window. Maximize button. When the window occupies only a part of the screen, the user can click the maximize button so that the window fills the screen called maximizing the window. The maximize and restore down buttons share a position on the title bar. Only one button appears at a time. Close button. The users click the close button to close the window. If the window contains a program or file, closing the window might also exit the program or close the file. Menu bar and toolbar. Located below the title bar. A menu bar provides drop-down list called menus of the commands the users click to give instructions regarding the contents of the window. A toolbar displays visual representations of the commands as buttons. Scroll bars. The scroll bars allow us to move throughout the page in a quick and simple manner. Simply drag the bar with the mouse or click on the arrows. There are bars to move along the width of the page and the bars to move along the height of the page. The little square with dots on the right is used to change the size of the window. Simply click and drag. Vertical and horizontal scroll bars. Located on the right side and the bottom of a window when it is not big enough to show all its contents. The user uses the vertical scroll bar to move the contents up and down within the window, and the horizontal scroll bar to move the contents from side to side. Status bar. Located at the bottom of the window, this bar provides information about the contents of the window and sometimes about on-screen elements the user points or clicks. Desktop. The desktop is the on-screen work area on which windows appear. In our case, it will be the Windows 7 desktop. It is the first screen that appears when the operating system is initialized. Icons. Using mouse and moving icons on the screen. Different actions can be performed with mouse in Windows environment. The most common mouse actions are point. It means to position the mouse pointer on the desired icon or object by moving the mouse over flat surface. Click. It means to quickly press and release the mouse button, left button, without moving the mouse. This action is usually used to select icons, to select menu commands, or to choose options in a dialog box. Right click. It means to quickly press and release the right button of mouse without moving the mouse. This action is usually used to display a shortcut menu. Double click. It means to quickly press and release the mouse button twice without moving the mouse. This action is usually used to select and open an object. Drag. It means to place the mouse pointer on an object, then press and hold down the left mouse button and move the mouse. The mouse pointer along with the object will move across the screen. When the mouse pointer reaches the desired location, then release the button. This action is used to move objects such as application window, icons, or text from one location to another on the screen.
Computer icon. Double-clicking the computer icon opens a window from which you can access hard disk drives and devices with removable storage. Right-clicking the computer icon and selecting Manage opens the Computer Management console. Right-clicking the computer icon and selecting Map Network Drive allows you to connect to the shared network folders. Right-clicking the computer icon and selecting the properties displays the system page in Control Panel. It displays the computer system resources such as hard drives like C, D, CD or DVD-ROM drive, removable drives, etc. Computer icon is a tool used to manage files and folders on the disk. Usually, files and folders are copied or moved from one location to another through computer icon.
The recycle bin. The recycle bin is a special folder of Windows on the hard disk and has an icon on desktop. It contains files and folders that are deleted from the hard disk. Any files and folders the user deletes from the hard disk are transferred to the recycle bin. These files and folders can be restored from the recycle bin to their original location if they are required for further use. The recycle bin is very useful for recovering the files or folders that are accidentally deleted. Running an application. To run any program or application, please follow the given steps. Click Start. In Search Programs and Files, enter the first few characters of the application or program one wishes to open. Click More Results. The applications or programs installed in the computer which contains the characters entered in Search Programs and Files will be displayed in the Search Results dialog box. Click the desired application or programs in the Search Results dialog box. The specific application or program will appear in a separate window. The user can work with the application now. Control Panel. The Control Panel is a part of the Microsoft Windows graphical user interface which allows the user to view and manipulate basic system settings and controls via applets, such as adding hardware, adding and removing software, controlling user accounts, and changing accessibility options. Control Panel is full of specialized tools that are used to change the way Windows look and behave. Some of these tools help the user to adjust system settings that make the computer system more fun to use. To open the Control Panel, click the Start button on the taskbar and then click Control Panel on the Start menu. Changing system date and time. To change the date and time icon of the Control Panel can be used. Open date and time by clicking the Start button, clicking Control Panel, clicking Clock, Language and Region, and then clicking Date and Time. Click the Date and Time tab and then click Change Date and Time. If you are prompted for an administrator password or confirmation, type the password or provide confirmation. Click the New Date. In the Date and Time settings dialog box, do one or more of the following. To change the hour, double-click the hour and then click the arrows to increase or decrease the value. To change the minutes, double-click the minutes and then click the arrows to increase or decrease the value. To change the seconds, double-click the seconds and then click the arrows to increase or decrease the value. When you have finished changing these time settings, click OK. Change the size of the desktop and colors. To change the display settings, follow the procedures below. Notice the steps are almost identical and the visual appearance of the displays is almost identical. Click Start and then click Control Panel. The Control Panel window will open. From the Control Panel window, click Appearance and Personalization. Under Personalization, click Display.
Alternatively, right-click an empty space on the desktop. Select Personalize and then click Display. To make the text on your screen larger or smaller, choose one of the following. Smaller 100% default. This keeps text and other items at normal size. Medium 125%. This sets text and other items to 125% of normal size. Larger 150%. This sets text and other items to 150% of normal size. This option appears only if your monitor supports a resolution of at least 1200 by 900 pixels. Click Apply. To see the change, close all of your programs and then log off Windows. This change will take effect the next time you log on. Change the desktop background. Change the background of the screen by adding a pattern to design or wallpaper, a picture or image that can display on the screen. There are several display options for the image used on the desktop. Change wallpaper to a full screen graphic or a small graphic that appears only in the center of the screen. Stretch a graphic until it fills the entire screen or tiles a graphic across the screen. Tiling a graphic is like tiling a floor. The small image is placed in the upper left corner of the screen, and then the image is repeated until the entire screen is filled with the tiled image. To change the wallpaper on the screen, follow these steps. Click Start, click Control Panel. The Control Panel window will open. From the Control Panel window, click Appearance and Personalization. Click Personalization. From the Personalization menu, click Change Desktop Background. Click the picture or color that you want to use for your desktop background. If the picture you want to use is not in the list of the desktop background pictures, click an item in the picture location list to see other categories, or click Browse to search for the picture on your computer. When you find the picture that you want, double-click it. It will become your desktop background. Look for pictures in other locations on your computer. Under Picture Position, click the arrow and choose whether to crop the picture to fill the screen, fit the picture to the screen, stretch the picture to fit the screen, tile the picture, or center the picture on the screen, and then click Save Changes. Alternatively, to make any picture stored on your computer or a picture you are currently viewing as your desktop background, right-click the picture and then click Set as Desktop Background. Change the screensaver. Windows has a number of screensavers. Screensavers help to prevent an image from permanently burning into the display. To change the screensaver, follow these steps. Click Start, click Control Panel. In the Appearance and Personalization window of Control Panel, under Personalization, click Change Screensaver. The Screensaver Settings dialog box opens. In the Screensaver pull-down menu, select the screensaver to be used. Click Settings to modify the settings particular to the selected screensaver. Click Preview to see how the screensaver will appear on the computer screen. The preview will end and return to the Display Properties panel in a few seconds. To specify when to activate the screensaver, enter the number of minutes in the wait box. Either enter a specific number or use the arrows to increase or decrease the wait time. To clear the screensaver after it has been activated and resume operation, move the mouse or press any key. To automatically lock the computer system when the screensaver is activated, select Password Protection box. Click Apply and OK to confirm the settings. Different monitors have different features, including energy saving options. Change the appearance of the windows. Changing the appearance refers to the colors that are used by Windows for the default color scheme of the background, windows, and text fonts. Click Start and then click Control Panel. In the Appearance and Personalization window of Control Panel, click
Personalization. From the Personalization menu, scroll down to view the existing Windows themes. Click a desired theme. The desktop background changes in accordance with the theme. The window color and other settings might also change. Close the window to retain the changes. To add a Windows component, Windows Features. Click the Start menu, choose Control Panel. In the Programs category, click Uninstall. The Programs and Features windows open. In the left pane of the Programs and Features window of Control Panel, click Turn Windows Features on or off if prompted. Windows brings up a window listing all its features. The features with check marks by their names are already installed. If you see a box that is filled, neither empty nor checked, double-click to see what is installed and what is left out. To add a component, click in its empty checkbox. To remove an installed component like Windows Games, deselect its checkbox. Click OK. Changing the shape of mouse pointer. By using the mouse icon of Control Panel, we can change the various mouse properties such as button configuration, double-click speed, mouse pointers, motion speed, etc. Let's see how to change the appearance of the mouse. Click Start button and then click Control Panel. In the Hardware and Sound section, click View Devices and Printers. Then click Mouse. Right-click on a mouse and choose Mouse Settings. Open the Mouse Properties dialog box and then click Pointers tab. To change the entire set of pointers to one of the built-in pointer schemes in the scheme list, click the scheme you want. To change an individual pointer icon in the customized list, click any pointer icon and then click Browse. The Browse dialog box opens with the contents of the Cursors folder displayed. The cursor is another name of the pointer. In the Browse dialog box, double-click any pointer icon to replace the one you selected in the customized list. Click Apply or OK. Adding and removing printers. By using the Devices and Printers icon or option of the Control Panel, we can know about the installed printers and add new ones if so desired. The printer can be a local printer or a network printer. In most cases, installing and using a printer in Windows 7 is nearly effortless. Just plugging the printer into your computer is usually enough. Installation and setup is automatic and silent. Installing a printer. Connect the printer to a USB port on your computer. Turn on the printer. Let Windows 7 automatically detect and install the device. Your computer will search its driver cache and may search the Windows Update site. If Windows 7 displays an alert notifying you that it is installing the device driver software, click the alert. Clicking the alert opens the driver software installation window, displaying information about the drivers Windows is installing. After Windows announces the printer is ready to use, close the driver software installation window. The printer is detected. After the driver is installed, the printer is ready to use. Installing a local printer. Click the Start button on the taskbar and then click Devices and Printers. Click the Add a Printer button on the Devices and Printers window toolbar to start the Add Printer wizard. Make sure that the Add Local Printer option is selected. Then click Next. To select the port for the printer use, go to Printer Port dialog box. Select the port from the existing port drop-down list. Click Next. Now go to Install Printer Driver dialog box. Choose the manufacturer and the model of the printer respectively. If you have a disk with the software for the printer, put it in your CD-ROM or DVD drive and then click the Have Disk button. Go to Copy Manufacturer Files from drop-down list.
choose the drive which contains the printer CD-ROM. Click OK. If you don't have the disk, click the Windows Update button. Click the Next button to move to the Type a Printer Name dialog box. By default, the printer will be named using its full model name. You can change or shorten this if you wish. Then click Next. By default, the printer will be shared on your network. If you do not want to share the printer, click Do not share this printer option and then click Next. If you want this printer to be your default primary printer, click Set as Default Printer. To print a test page from your newly installed printer, click the Print a Test Page button in the Add a Printer dialog box. Click Finish. Thus you have installed a local printer. Installing a network printer. To install a printer that is available through your local area network, follow these steps. Click Start button on the taskbar and then click Devices and Printers. Click Add a Printer. Click Add a network, wireless or Bluetooth printer. After Windows is finished searching for network printers list, select a printer and then click Next. If you want to edit or change the name of the printer, you can do that in Printer Name text box, available in Ready to Install Printer dialog box. Click Next. Click the Print Test Page button in the Add a Printer dialog box. Click the Finish button to finish installing the network printer. Thus, you have installed a network printer. Let us see how to remove a printer in Windows. Click Start button. Then, click Devices and Printers. When the Devices and Printers window appears, right-click on a printer and choose Remove Device. Confirm when prompted. Thus, you have removed your printer from your desktop. Let us see how to create a folder on the desktop. Right-click the desktop, that is, any part of the screen not occupied by a window. Select New, then Folder. A new folder will appear on the desktop. Replace the temporary folder name by typing a name of your choice and then press Enter. Thus, you have created a new folder on the desktop. Follow these steps to create a file. Open the Windows Explorer window where the new file is required. Right-click a blank area in the Windows display area and then choose New from the shortcut menu that appears. Choose the type of file you want to create, such as Microsoft Office Word document, Excel worksheet, text documents, briefcase, and so on from the New submenu. Replace the temporary file name by typing a name of your choice and press Enter. Thus, you have created a file. Follow these steps to create a new folder. Open the Windows Explorer window, such as Documents or Computer, in which the new folder is to appear, in which the new folder is to be created. Click the New Folder button on the Windows toolbar. Replace the temporary folder name by typing a name of your choice and then press Enter. To rename a file or folder, navigate and select the file or folder you want to rename. Click Organize. Click Rename. Type the new name that you want to give to the folder or edit the existing name. You can use the Delete key to remove the characters and the arrow keys to move the cursor without deleting characters. Thus, the folder is renamed.
Learning objectives. In this chapter, the user would learn the following in detail: Introduction to operating system, basics of popular operating system, Linux and Windows, user interface, icons, using mouse and moving icons on the screen, menu, running an application, operating system simple setting, control panel, creating folder on the desktop, common utilities. Conclusion. In this chapter, we have covered the following aspects of operating computer system using GUI based operating system. Introduction to operating system, Basics of popular operating system, Linux and Windows, user interface, icons, using mouse and moving icons on the screen, menu, running an application, operating system simple setting, control panel, creating folder on the desktop, common utilities.